In this video, I'm going to be explaining each rarity of Pokemon cards and how to do Pokemon card tricks. So in my hand, I have a mock pack of Crown Zenith, where I'll be showing you an example of a card trick here for Sword and Shield. So here's the code card. I don't use them. And the pack trick from Scarlet Violet is different from Sword and Shield, and I'll show you later. So for Sword and Shield, you want to take 4 cards from the back to the front. And that's how it works. And you should have the energy first up right here. And then you're going through it. Skip some. And then you'll get to the secret rare and then the rare. It'll either be a holo rare or a regular rare. And the difference between a holo and a regular, this one's a regular, and the holo one would have like a holo pattern like right here on where the Pokemon is. And the holo could also be another rare, or like a reverse rare, which you can tell because that symbol right next to where my finger is a star, and stars mean rare. And let's take this Tangela, and that symbol of where the star was on our rare cards, that circle means it means common. While let's look for another card. While this one has like a square, which is an uncommon. So each of these cards are different because they each have different rarities: common, uncommon, and rare. The rares in Scarlet and Violet are usually the reverse slot or typically the holo slot. Okay, let's put these to the side over here. And going away from Sword and Shield and going back to X and Y, I have 2 break cards, which are a different type of card, which are just breaks. Yeah, it's just break. I'm not sure how else to explain it. It's just like a sideways card. It also says break evolution rule up here, which says Marowak break retains the attack abilities, weaknesses, resistance, and retreat costs of its previous evolution. Yeah, so it's practically the same thing, just break. Okay, and then moving on to different rarities in Sword and Shield, starting off with an amazing rare right here. Amazing rares, I only know that there's only a couple in Sword and Shield. I know it's this one, a Rayquaza, and I believe there's another one, but I only have the Raikou. And you can tell by its amazing rare, not only by the rainbow pattern on the Pokemon, but also the rainbow pattern like symbol right there. Then radiant rares are are also another type of rare which have like a really unique pattern all across them, which is pretty cool. But they only came in the most recent sets of Sword and Shield, I believe, like Silver Tempest, Crown Zenith, Astral Radiance, and Lost Origin, which you'll only find these cards in. Next up, we have a gold rare, which are just gold cards. They're all throughout Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield, but in Scarlet and Violet it's called by a different name. And also this thing is off-centered, which is another thing I should point out. Off-centered means like the card isn't even on old borders. So you see how this border is larger than this one? And they're both different. And like if I were to get that graded, it would get like the condition is pretty okay, but with that, it's probably going to go down to like a 7, I believe. But moving on to the next one will be a rainbow rare. So rainbow rares have, well, Pokemon has discontinued making rainbow rares for Scarlet and Violet, and they stopped at Sword and Shield, so we won't be seeing any more rainbow rares unless they bring it back in the future. And it started in Sun and Moon, and oh, I should mention that Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield have like the same card trick in X and Y. Instead of 4 cards removed from the back, you want to do 3 cards. I don't have an example because I don't have those card sets, but 3 for X and Y, and then 4 for Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. Correct me if I'm wrong about Sun and Moon though. Yeah, so this is Rainbow Rare, started in Sun and Moon, and is now discontinued. I don't know why. I really like Rainbow Rares. I have an Aerodactyl one that I traded for like another card, but I do think they're really cool. Moving on is the trainer gallery cards. I have quite a few of these type of trainer gallery cards. You see the, I'm not going to pronounce that, the building Pokemon, Single Strike Urshifu VMAX, the Chonkachu VMAX, and the Ice Rider Clariax VMAX. So not only are they from separate sets of each other, like the actual Chonkachu card is like from Vivid Voltage and is like a rainbow rare instead of a trainer gallery. But thing is, this one's from Lost Origin instead of Vivid Voltage. So all of these cards aren't from their original sets, but the artworks are from their original sets. Like this one is from crap. It's how did I forget the name of it? Evolving Skies? No. Gosh, how did I do that? I don't know. It's something skies. Evolving Skies, Roaring Skies. I think I'm saying older ones, but yeah, that's where the original comes from. Just it comes from the set with the Umbreon VMAX. Just I'm not. I forget what that set's called. Evolving Skies, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, these are old trainer galleries. Okay, so that just about does it for Sword and Shield. So let's get into Scarlet and Violet pack tricks. This one's a Paldea Evolved pack, which I did not show any of these code cards to the previous video I made. So there you go. So you want to do 1 because they changed it up to where instead of having the rare card like in the middle ish like they did with a Sword and Shield, they made it to be in the very back, which is really neat. So we don't have to like spend as much time doing the card trick. You could just take it from the back. Skip some by accident. Keep on skipping some. And okay. And another difference is that Scarlet Violet has 2 secret rares. Usually the first secret rare is always going to be a secret rare unless you have a god pack, which I'll mention in a second. But this will also be, well, no, not a secret rare. In a god pack, you'll get illustration rares, not secret rares, unless they're the same thing. I don't know. I get confused. So this could also be an illustration rare from a god pack. This can also be another illustration rare. There and like secret illustration rares also, which I'll show you guys in a second. And that's typically where the hollow card is, which in Scarlet and Violet you will always get a hollow card, which is pretty neat because you'll always get something shiny. And then moving on to the rarities ish. We got right here is the Squirtle, which is down here has 1 golden star. And what you're looking for are just golden stars, because the more golden stars, the more, I wouldn't say necessarily better and more expensive it is, but like just the rarity of it. So the Squirtle right here has a 1 for, which means an illustration, like a regular illustration rare, which I said will be in the first reverse slot. Like if in a god pack, which I did get a god pack with this Squirtle and with the Word Turtle and Blastoise right here, which you can see in my opening a premium collection Mew 151 premium collection box. And next up, we have a special illustration rare, which has 2 stars, not 1 but 2, which which doesn't which just shows it's a higher rarity than an illustration rare like the Squirtle. And the final one is like another golden rare, another golden rare, but it's called an ultra, no, a hyper rare, which is kind of a sick name for a golden Pokemon card. And this one's a metal one, and it's the only one I could find in the Scarlet and Violet. So those are the different like good rarities. Let me show you other ones. So this one's from Paradox Rift, and if you notice off the bat, the Iron Valiant EX has a future side, and the Screamtail is ancient side. You can't really see the ancient side as much as the future side. But these what like nothing about their rarities really, but I just like how they like changed it up and like add like this texture and like artwork on it, which I think makes the Pokemon card pop and like show its like difference from other ones. Like from this one, they're different. I mean, yeah, because this one's a special illustration rare. But if I were to pull, let's say, a let me think. Oh, hold on. Yeah, if I were to pull this one from Scarlet and Violet, you'll see that it does not have the same pattern, which shows why Paradox Rift is different. And some of its cards are different like that. And I really like Paradox Rift for that reason, I must say. And also, the 2 stars, like the 2 black stars, mean it's just like basically a like a common rare card. I'll put it into words. I think it's called like an ultra rare, I believe. But yeah, that would be like an ultra rare. And the Screamtail right here is a promo card, so it really wouldn't fall into any category other than promo. But since it was the Paradox Rift one, I got the ancient side. I'm not sure what the one because I got this ETB, the Roaring Moon ETB, not like the Iron Valiant ETB, so I'm not sure what the promo card in that one was. But I do know that you get the Screamtail ancient card from the Roaring Moon ETB. That's practically all I have for rarity in cards and pack tricks right now, and that's all there is to it. Go check out my ultra premium Mew collection box I open. I would really appreciate it if you made it to the end. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment what crazy cards that you've pulled and when you're opening Pokemon cards. And see ya in the next video.